Hours closer to having our couple of days off here on Afternoons Live. Here's what's coming up. I would encourage you, if you're in front of your computer, you got your phone in your hand, you do. You can go to KFGO.com. You can watch the stream, because when we come back after you get the latest KFGO news, Sean Mitzel, he's a friend of the show. He has been on a number of times talking about where he's playing, especially when COVID hit. We had a number of musicians on that were streaming because they couldn't go anywhere. Well, we're back into those live concerts, which is great. But he doesn't name this tune during his shows. We're going to do that in studio. You can play along at 35270. That's coming up right after this KFGO news.
KFGO News, mostly cloudy. It is 74 degrees. I'm Paul Jurgens. About 76 this afternoon. It will stay mostly cloudy with shower and thunder shower chances. On radar, we do see some rain in the form of showers and thunder showers off to the southwest and west of Fargo-Moorhead. A man with a shotgun or rifle was arrested at Mall of America this afternoon, and what the mall said was an armed robbery attempt just 3 weeks after the mall was locked down after shots were fired near a store. Mall security arrested the man. The mall was not locked down because the arrest was nearly immediate. A district judge has ruled that North Dakota Secretary of State Al Jaeger was justified in not certifying a term limit initiative for the November ballot. The proposal would have limited legislative terms in the term of the governor to 8 years. North Dakotans for term limits turned in petitions with more than 46,000 signatures. Jaeger, however, found irregularities and determined that about 29,000 signatures were not valid. The group took Jaeger to court, asking the Supreme Court to overturn that decision. The High Court sent it to the District Court. The North Dakota Department of Health is working with colleges in case monkeypox cases start to spread. There have been 4 confirmed monkeypox cases in the state during the current outbreak. The disease has only been found among men who have sex with other men. The virus has not affected the college population yet, but with students heading back to crowded campuses, the department is preparing in case the virus starts spreading. A man was struck and killed by an Amtrak train this morning while he stood on the tracks just south of Clear Lake between St. Cloud and the Twin Cities. The train continued on after about 90 minutes. Grand Forks continues to move forward with planning on the much-debated Fufeng project. The proposed corn milling plant is the subject of court challenges and a potential federal review over the company's ties to China. Among those supporting the review are Senators Hoeven and Kramer and Governor Burgum. Grand Forks and Fufeng have also agreed to the process. City Administrator Todd Phelan says for now, they are proceeding as planned.
Fufeng should have information by the end of the month, the 31st, so we're going to have an answer on that. The district court case, we're going to have an answer, I would suspect, in the near term, I would say. If it comes back with CFIUS and, it's going to be a long, prolonged review. And even if something came back in September, October, November, we'd come back to the city council as things have changed and we need to adapt.
Mostly cloudy for the balance of the afternoon into tonight with scattered showers and thunderstorms. Overnight, we expect a low of about 64 degrees. And tomorrow, partly sunny, mid-80s with a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms. 66, mostly clear tomorrow night. Sunday, partly sunny, a chance of afternoon showers, thunderstorms, and the high 88. 74. Paul Jurgens, News Radio, KFGO.
This was a song request by one of our listeners. We should add this to the regular rotation.
I like
That's
it.
kind of a fun intro. Cars by Gary Newman. You send them in, we play them 35270. But we're going to provide the music ourselves. Well, not we. Sean Mitzel, he finds himself back in the KFGO studio. Welcome back, pal. How you been?
Hey, I've been good. Thanks for having me back.
I appreciate your willingness to come in and play some music for us.
Well, it's one thing that I know how to do.
Okay. I am supposed to know how to talk, and it's kind of hit and miss. But you've always been so good when you've been playing, and it's always entertaining when you're out and about. How's it been? I mean, you've been back out on the road. You got any things coming up?
Yeah, been a good summer. Been a busy summer. I've played it seems like a lot of private events and things. Mm-hmm. And then just getting into, just playing like bars now more, I guess. But yeah, coming up, I've got I guess I play in Perham this Saturday at the 1894, and then next week I'm out of town, so I'm like playing out of town gigs like in Waite Park sometimes, and sure. I'm kind of all over the place. People go, "Is there a normal place you play?" And I'm like, not really. I guess I'm playing at the Midtown Tavern in Moorhead coming up. I'm playing at Swing Barrel in Moorhead coming up. Mm-hmm. That's always a really fun one. That's a really fun show. That's
Would you? Well, now that you said that, people ask, "Do you have a spot?" Well, no, you travel around. Would you prefer that, or do you enjoy going out and getting to see new faces? I'm just curious, as a musician standpoint, what do you prefer?
I prefer always seeing new people. I mean, I love the people that love to come see me for sure. Yeah. But yeah, it's always fun to see like different places and what how people react, I guess, how, if I can entertain people that way, it's like, so I don't know any of these people, what I mean? And I think it lowers the expectation for me kind of too.
Sure. I've never seen this guy in my life. Show us what you're made of, type thing. Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, here you go. I'm just gonna have fun.
Well, not to fanboy over you, but every time I see that you're in the area, if I'm out and about, I try to make it a point to stop by because it's fun. Yeah, I mean, you're talented and you have fun with it, and you bring the crowd into it, which is why I pulled you in to do that for our audience.
Right. Oh yeah.
Folks, one of the things that Sean Mitchell does is a variety of things. One, playing just jam sessions with anybody that brings their own instrument if they want, but also does a name this tune, which I have no idea if we can legally say that. I'm stretching.
Can we say name the tune?
Yeah. It used to be a game show. I'm sure they trademarked it.
Yeah, but that's not on TV anymore.
Let's name the tune with Sean Mitchell.
Yeah. With Sean Mitchell. We have to add that
because
every
I do my little tag. I do my tag. I do my, here, you get a checkout.
Yeah, so if we do that every time and we try to say it, maybe we're in the clear. What channel was that even on? Is that on CBS? WGN?
Because they go, I can name that tune in 5 notes. Yeah. I can name that tune in 4 notes. I can name that tune in 3 notes. Name that tune or whatever. And then they go, okay. And then, or they start with 1 note. That's right. And then they go 5 notes. Yeah. And they would basically go like,
anybody?
That was 5 notes. So that was Ode to Joy. That's a tough one. But, like if I play, so if it's like 7 notes, whatever,
I want to, Rusty looks like, did you know what channel name that tune was?
No,
on?
But I was thinking of Canoe Trip.
Well, this stuff definitely doesn't float. This will sink.
All right. So we're going to play Name That Tune. And
all right, here we go.
So if you want to play along at home, you can text into 35270. You can be watching us on YouTube or KFGO.com if you actually want to put your eyes on Sean Mitchell as he does this. But, Sean, whatever you want.
Where's the camera?
Camera's right in front of you there. No, right here.
Oh, right here. Oh, hi. Okay, well, yeah. Well, hello out there. Well, we're going to play a game. It's called Name That Tune. It's very easy to play. All that you have to do is name the actual tune, not the artist, not the... You guys are all playing, right? We're all playing.
Yeah, we're all playing.
Sure.
Playing,
oh,
right?
you
okay.
bet.
Play along if you're
bet.
in their combine, in the office, wherever you are.
This is cool. We have more people this time. All right, this is going to be fun. All right. So then, and I guess I just play a tune, and you have to name it, and that's all. Here we go. Name that tune. First song. Here we go.
It's Enter Sandman.
That is correct, yes.
You sounded so excited to get it right.
Name that.
I think I am excited because sometimes I've played audibles and I've known nothing. And I'm like, so I'm playing this game and I'm like, will I know anything? I have no idea.
Do we have to
so
ring
now I
in
don't
with
have to
their
guess the
names?
rest of
Use
the
your
time.
name next time, please. Play by the rules.
Are we doing that? No,
are we doing the name
just,
thing?
No, you don't have to.
I don't know.
I don't think. No, the rules. At least the way
It's
I've always
Sean's
done it.
game. He
Tyler.
does whatever he wants.
Sean's in charge.
No, yeah, we'll just name it out. We'll just keep it rolling. Let's see how many we can do.
Okay.
Because once we get hot, we can get hot. It gets crazy. It's like
Rock and
lightning.
roll.
We break
It's
the
almost like
rules.
a lightning round.
Let's do it.
But you don't have to tell your name. I can see all you guys.
Yeah, we can break
I
the
know
rules,
it's you.
I guess.
And by the way, you're winning. You're playing for things like Pride.
Yeah.
What,
that's so true.
I need a boost in that.
I mean,
if you have not listened.
I guess I could buy you guys a drink or something like that.
Yeah.
So there we go.
That's okay. I'm not.
There we go.
Let's go.
Let's go. There we go. There's the stakes. Here we go. Next one.
Thunderstruck.
Justy,
Oh,
Justy.
I heard a thunderstruck. That's right. Yeah.
I looked at you directly, Tyler, because I was like, there's no way Tyler is not going to get
His
this
problem
one.
is those first few notes make him shudder a little bit
Yeah,
because
I
he's
guess-
heard it so many times.
I
Yeah.
know, right? You're like,
You'll be hearing that in a little bit over a week.
Bison
Yes.
fans are just rocking that out. I even have to say this sometimes. I go, this one's for the Bison fans. They go, thunderstruck.
Before you even have
Yes.
to sing.
Before. All right, let's keep this going. You guys are doing good. All right.
Roger.
All right. Name that tune. Next song.
Crazy Train?
Crazy Train is right. Yes. I feel bad because I didn't get everybody's names coming in here.
Oh, Erica.
Erica,
I'm Rusty.
Rusty, right on. Well, Erica, good job,
Welcome
Erica.
to the party, pal.
So I'm bad with names. I am. That's why I just go, all right, let's keep going. Here we go. Let's try another one. Here we go.
Why do I blank? Why do I
Walk this way.
Yeah.
Walk This Way is correct, Tyler.
Yes,
Yeah.
Aerosmith.
It's like this in audibles where you know it and you have like the biggest like brain zap ever.
Freeze. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It gets
happens.
you.
Well-oiled machine over here.
Here we go. Let's make this one. Here we go. We're going to go. Here, we'll get you thinking on this one. Name that tune. This might be I'll give you TV theme songs.
King of the Hill.
King of the Hill is correct.
My
Yes.
I
goodness
wanted to hear you
sakes.
get to the
I
actual
kinda wanted
kickoff
to.
part.
You want me to play the good part? You know,
That's great.
Let's play this into the break. We better take a quick commercial break on a Friday afternoon. It's Afternoons Live playing Name That Tune. Sean Mitchell, I'm Tyler Axel, your host. Stick around to get elected to KFGO Fargo.
you want the German name or the English name? Oh, Tannenbaum.
Oh, Tannenbaum is correct. Or Old Christmas Tree.
Good job.
Good job. That's Eric. Good job, Eric. He's a good Christian boy. Here we go. Next one is. There's a few different ones you could say to this, too.
Old MacDonald had a farm. No.
Yankee Doodle?
Yankee Doodle is
There we go.
correct, yes.
There you go. Took me
That's a
forever
deep one.
I had to start singing it.
Name that tune. Oh man, you guys are working me hard on this one here. All right, here we go. Let's go to. This is kind of. Maybe you'll get this one. Here we go.
Oh,
One of
Rusty.
the saddest songs of
Yeah.
all.
Eric Clapton.
Yep. What name of the song?
The two of them.
She's beautiful.
Tears in Heaven.
Yeah, Tears in
Tears in
Heaven.
Tears in Heaven. Yes. Yes.
One of the top 5 saddest songs of all time.
I know. I didn't mean to bring everything down.
That's a great
Supposed to be
song,
pumping
though.
us up for it. It's almost 5 o'clock on Friday.
Right. Exactly. Okay. Here's another one. Here we go. Name that tune. Next one.
Rusty.
10.
Dust in the Wind.
Dust in the Wind is
got that.
correct. Yes.
Now he found it through.
I kind of like the name thing, I guess, maybe, because it gives you it buys you time, is what it does. Because
It kinda does,
It
yeah.
kind of does, because I'm going to keep playing. Maybe I should stop when I hear a name.
No,
No.
keep
no,
playing.
keep it going.
No,
Right? That's
keep
We're here for
playing.
you.
Buy, so Rusty, you're starting to get a good strategy here.
Oh, yeah.
I'm seeing this here.
That's the Audible strategy.
Yeah,
I'm
Cheating
rolling,
the
baby.
game.
I'm rolling.
Okay, here we go. Let's try another one. Name that tune.
Sweet Home Alabama, Erica.
Sweet Home
Sorry.
Alabama. You can do that was the rules earlier.
In the form of a
I still said
question,
my
please.
name. Yeah. What is Sweet Home Alabama? It just comes out, you know?
You got it. And the rules are there really aren't rules. So
We break rules.
no rules,
It's all right.
just right. Wait, who said that? Never mind. That's Outback.
That's how we roll.
We need sponsors for Outback, all right?
Yeah.
Name that tune.
I wonder where the nearest Outback is.
I'm not in Fargo anymore, I don't think.
No.
Classic Rock Edition.
Erica, More Than a Feeling.
Yes, that's correct.
More than a feeling.
Oh, yeah.
We got time for one more,
That
Eric?
tune.
One more.
One more? Okay, one more. Here we go, you guys. Thank you for having me on and doing this. So this is really fun. And okay, here we go. One more. All right, here we go.
Would you take Mario, Super Mario?
Super Mario
Any-
Brothers.
Yeah, that's a tie. That's Mario. Super Mario is right. Thank you guys for playing. Name that tune.
Thanks for coming in.
That was fun.
We'll do it again, Mitzel.
Thank you, guys.
Where are you going to be at Perham?
1894 at 9 on Saturday.
There you go. Write that
a lot
on
of
it.
numbers.
You can play along with him in Perham.
You can't. Oh yeah, we'll do that if you ask for it. I'll do it for sure.
There you go.
Some
Well-
people hate it.
You said that after the segment? I'm kidding. But
Everybody's entitled to their own opinion.
trust me, some people don't like me either, but they listen. We'll have you back again. Sean Mitchell, our guest. Tell you what, final half hour, we'll have a little bit more fun on Friday afternoon. KFGO time is 4:28. Check out the Paul Jiggers at the KFGO News Center.
News weather this hour brought to you by Otter Tail Power Company, positively impacting communities they serve for more than a century.
Mostly cloudy, 74. I'm Paul Jurgens. A man with a rifle was arrested at Mall of America this afternoon after an armed robbery. The robbery was at Lid, an athletic cap store. He was also a suspect at a pawn shop robbery earlier. The robbery at the mall came just 3 weeks after Mall of America was locked down after shots were fired near a store. Mall security arrested the man shortly after the robbery. The mall was not locked down because the arrest was nearly immediate. Those who receive student loans from the Bank of North Dakota are not eligible for President Biden's new loan forgiveness plan. Biden's debt relief program eliminates $10,000 for those who got loans from the U.S. Department of Education who earn less than $125,000 a year. An estimated 43 million people will benefit. But it does not apply to the more than 45,000 people who have loans through the Bank of North Dakota, which gives out $100 million in loans every year. Any forgiveness for student debt guaranteed by the state-run bank would require policy that would be passed by the legislature. Governor Walz is authorizing state emergency assistance for 8 Minnesota counties affected by severe storms and flooding this spring and summer. KFGO News correspondent Brent Palm.
Becker County suffered flood damage due to spring snowmelt in late April and heavy rains in June. Benton, Lyon, McLeod, and Murray counties experienced damage from severe thunderstorms, strong winds, hail, and tornadoes in May. Cottonwood County received damage from storms packing heavy rains that caused flash flooding in mid-June, while Cottonwood, Freeborn, and Rock counties had thunderstorm damage and flooding in early July. Walz says the state is committed to supporting the communities in these counties as they recover from severe weather events.
Fargo-Moorhead, mostly cloudy, 74. This is KFGO News. '74. This is KFGO News. A district judge has ruled that North Dakota Secretary of State Al Jaeger was justified in not certifying a term limit initiative for the November ballot. The proposal would have limited legislative terms and the term of the governor to 8 years. North Dakotans for term limits turned in petitions with more than 46,000 signatures. However, Jaeger found irregularities and determined that about 29,000 signatures were not valid. One person has died after their pickup crash in rural McKenzie County, northwestern North Dakota this morning. The crash was reported around 6. The state patrol says the driver failed to make a curve and drove off the road, overturning in a ditch and striking a fence. The vehicle came to rest upright. The driver, who was not wearing a seatbelt, was ejected as the pickup overturned. A suburban Minneapolis man is the fifth of 6 people facing federal prison time for a string of armed carjackings. 23-year-old Isaiah Olstead of Columbia Heights received a sentence of just over 9 years after pleading guilty to aiding and abetting carjacking. He was a member of the Top 5 street gang. Prosecutors say Olstead was involved in 3 carjackings in one day in St. Paul. Mostly cloudy tonight. Some scattered showers and thunderstorms are expected. 64 for the overnight low tomorrow. A partly sunny day. Slight chance of showers, thunderstorms, 85. Tomorrow night, mostly clear, breezy, 66. 88 Sunday, partly sunny with a chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. Cloudy, 74. Paul Jurgens, News Radio, KFGO.
Final 25 minutes of Afternoons Live on a Friday. Getting underway here. We'll get you caught up with CBS National News. We told them all to stick around. Sean Mitzel, Erica Rapp, Rusty Halverson, Eric Johnson. I'm Tyler Axis, your host. You enjoy the conversation at 35270. Or you can call us at 237-5948. Sean, I want to ask you this question. You're the musician in this group, and I'd asked everyone else. And it started yesterday because of Nickelback. People want to hate Nickelback, and they privately enjoy some of the songs, but it sparked a conversation of what artist, and I want you to think about this, and I'll get your answer after CBS News. What musician, what artist, what group was at the height and they're a victim of their own success that people just can't stand them now? You think about that and give me an answer when we come back from CBS News, all right? We'll come back to that if you want to join the conversation. I already told you Hal would welcome that in this final half hour of Afternoons Live underway here on KFGO. Knowing who's in the studio right now, who would you imagine picked this song at 35270?
Hello.
Hello, my name is Rusty. Rusty Alverson still in the KFGO studio. Erica Rapp from FargoUnderground.com. Sean Mitzel, musician. Eric Johnson, our producer. I'm Tyler Axis, your host here. So, Sean, I asked you the question. I've added this question to the audience. We stumbled into it yesterday. We got back into it just briefly today, but you are in this line of work. And there, Nickelback used to be like one of the big bands in the world. They were top 10. They were everywhere. The lead singer married Avril Lavigne, right?
Pretty awesome.
They're no longer together. I learned just recently.
Ooh, I got a
You
chance
just
now.
learned that?
Yes, Erica. I just learned
wow.
that like last week, okay?
Okay.
Afro.
I know that you're not in tune with celebrity gossip. It's all right.
Correct. No, I am not. And I only learned that because she was in the area because of Machine Gun Kelly, right?
That is true.
Yeah, I heard that she was more of a fun show than he was, but that's a whole other conversation.
She was very good.
Okay, so Nickelback was, I mean, the peak at whatever time. Everybody liked him. Then all of a sudden something changed. I don't know what changed, but people like to hate Nickelback.
I know what helped it change.
What?
Their stupid lyrics.
their
Their
music
lyrics started.
sucked. That's
No,
what
no,
happened.
but their early music was they had that never made it as a wise man that couldn't cut his poor man stealing. It's more like trying to I don't know. It's almost like trying to like about your person. And then they had that song, I like your pants around your feet.
Yeah.
You know, it's like I don't want to sing that when I'm that's like.
It was, okay, I get your angle here.
I don't like it. Sounds dumb. It's like
oh, it does sound dumb.
I don't want to be driving
It's
down the
butt rock.
road with that song cranking and like.
But I don't.
What a creep.
That seems like a deeper thought than I think what's the superficial part of
Okay,
this.
so that's just my
Oh,
theory.
no,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think you're wrong that, okay, the actual content got worse.
Right.
But then why did people start hitching their wagon onto, hey, you know what? I'm going to jump on the bandwagon of really disliking that band. And is there another band or artist that comes to mind for you?
You know, kind of Metallica in a certain way.
Ooh.
You know?
Ooh. Okay,
Yeah.
elaborate for me.
Boom ba doo ba doo. Boom
Yeah,
ba
that's the
doo
song
ba
that
doo.
changed it for them. That's the song that changed it for them. That is. That's totally the song. I mean, or at least that album. When they came out with that Black album, that introduced them to a whole new slew of young fans.
Yeah.
Watching videos, like watching MTV, seeing that video with all the dark and the faces and I'm like the light and I'm like
The
that
semi-exploding
beat, and I'm like,
the
and I
bed.
saw him. I saw him. It scared the crap out of me. I saw him at Bison Sports Arena with my buddies, and it was so loud and it scared the crap out of me. I couldn't even make it the whole concert. You know what I mean?
But
it was awesome.
When you say that falling from, I mean, now because of Stranger Things, you know, they're all over. They're the
Yes.
craze all over.
And that
again.
was, and the original thing about Metallica is that I knew original Metallica fans, like they even said back in the day, like, oh man, you know, they're not ground level anymore, man. They're not real anymore. They're just doing it for the money now, you know?
That sounds like the Green Day fans as well, right?
Yeah.
That everybody's sold out. Can't
Yep.
you just be happy for your band to make it
Isn't
big?
that the point though?
Yeah.
To make it big.
I mean,
as
if
a band?
you were to make
You know
it
what I
big
mean?
and
Yeah.
get an album deal, I mean, good for you, man. Even if you start playing something that's so bad in lyrics like Nickelback,
Yeah,
the example, it's like I don't get why.
I got that in high school though. I mean, friends of mine would be like, oh, I like this group. Nah, I don't like them anymore. They're too popular, you know, because they feel like, I think people feel like they're in this special club, you know what I mean? Like only we know about this band, you know what I mean? And this is our band, and now everybody else likes them too. You know,
No, it's not
that kind
cool
of thing.
anymore.
So that's
There's
a
two
different.
different sides to all of it. Because if Metallica had wrote every album after the Black Album exactly like the Black Album, people would be like, "Oh, Metallica just does the same thing every time."
Right.
But if
Like
but then there's
AC/DC.
also people, yeah,
Right,
like that. And then
AC/DC, they
there's
did.
like, but then there's people that are like, "Oh, Metallica's changing," and I don't like that.
Right? Yeah,
Haters
That's a
on
fair
both sides.
point. Yeah.
yeah. Every AC/DC album is the same. I mean, pretty much. I mean,
Yeah,
it's like-
and I enjoy it,
Yeah,
but,
sure,
but
yeah,
they
it's
also
great.
they all sound the same.
right.
What other artists? I mean, they were like, okay, they found their groove. They stuck with it because they are successful at it. AC/DC is the top of mind for me.
You know, yeah. Oh, yeah. For sticking with it, for
Yeah,
sure.
they found their sound. They're not veering from it after
Stones.
like the Rolling Stones for you.
Yeah. I mean, I don't like them, but I respect that they're, you know, I don't know if I go and see them. I don't know. I think they're whatever. But
What's the most overrated band in your opinion? You
overrated band, U2.
yeah,
Oh,
for sure.
yeah.
100%.
Okay.
There's very few people that disagree with that.
I liked them the first few albums and stuff, but then they kind of started getting like they're preaching to everybody, and I'm like, come on, man, I just want to listen to music.
See, I think U2 fits into this question
Okay, good.
perfectly.
That
Now that
yeah,
you-
they,
yeah,
like
when
they
I'm thinking
had
about
that like what was it, Sunday Bloody
Yeah, that's
Sunday.
right.
Sunday, Bloody Sunday.
Like great song, and then they came out. I think it was probably in the '90s when that's when I think maybe they lost some.
And
of
do you
the
remember that thing
early
that they did where they
2000s.
like automatically put their album on everybody's phone and then
My
they just got
iPhone.
they got roasted.
Yes.
Like everybody was annoyed.
I was annoyed.
and
I don't
making
recall
a ton
that.
of jokes. I don't. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong, but it was either with a new iPhone update or an iTunes or an iPod of
Correct.
some sorts.
Yes.
And when you bought it, it automatically came with U2's album on it, and everybody was like, "What? why you two?
Why is this on my phone?
I didn't.
And you
ask for
could
this.
not, and you could not delete it.
Yeah.
And they just got roasted. And I feel like everyone was just super annoyed after that. So
Listeners sending in their thoughts about bands as well. Everclear, first album was great, then sold out. Everclear.
Oh,
Disagreement from Erica Rapp, apparently.
I really do like Everclear. I feel like they've maintained. They got a little cocky over the years. Like, what's his name? Art something. I can't remember his last name. The singer.
Alexa Kiss.
Arts,
You
yeah.
like them so much that
No, I've just been they have a lot of really good albums, but I don't know if they like fell from grace or necessarily.
I never thought of them as that big. I guess. I mean, they had some good radio hits. I guess.
I'm trying to think. I can only.
Like
There's,
Father
yeah,
of Mine.
okay, yeah. There's like 3.
They also their biggest one was "I Am Still Living with Your
Ghost.
Yeah.
That one.
I like that you just get to sing them because you can sing. I don't even dare. I'll just speak of the spoken word, like whatever song we came into this segment
Okay, from this list of most hated bands, which we're on a different
cheating
topic,
now.
but it's discussion. I think Metallica is on here. Also, so is Korn and Pearl Jam.
with. Eric,
Korn.
didn't you bring up Korn yesterday? Eric Johnson's my producer. That.
Well, because we were talking about that Woodstock 99 documentary, and
Yes.
you look at the two bands they featured most heavily, I would argue, were Korn and Limp Bizkit, and both of them were on top of the musical world at the time. And now, what size venue could you book either of them
yeah.
at?
Yeah,
if
good point.
Which one do you think would sell out a bigger audience, you guys?
Whew.
Oh, that's really
Korn or
hard to
Limp
say.
Bizkit right now? I would.
Put them on the same.
probably
Put them
Limp.
on the same ticket.
Well, yeah. Well,
But either or.
But if you, which one do you think if they were out touring separately right now, which one gets a bigger audience?
Maybe
I feel like
Limp.
Korn,
See,
but I don't
you
know.
think
I don't
Korn?
know because I think that Fred Durst has pissed off more people than Korn.
Yeah.
But I don't
Okay.
know.
Okay.
I don't
Isn't
know.
Korn bigger than Limp? Not
That's
bigger, but I mean, isn't Korn like still a band? Are they still a band?
Yeah.
both are.
Yeah, they
Oh,
both,
they both are.
Yeah.
Okay. Huh.
I go Korn. I think Korn
I
gets
think Korn,
the
too.
bigger audience.
Yeah.
Well, last question I have for you.
Okay.
I got to get a weather update. What's the best concert you've ever been to? Because you probably watch artists in a different sense than what I do when I'm out, whether it's Fleetwood Mac, Foo Fighters, Limp Bizkit, whoever it might be. What concert that when you look back on saying, I can't believe I was there? Because for me, the most recent one was Robert Plant over at Blue Stem. Blew my mind to hear him in person in that setting. Still get chills thinking about it. Do you have a moment like that?
Yes. Elton John. I saw him in
yeah.
I saw him in Bismarck at the Bismarck Civic Center, and it was just nuts. It was like 3.5 hours, and he didn't take any breaks. It was like 3 hours, but he didn't wear you out. When he was done, he was done. You know what I mean? He didn't know a bunch of encores and stuff. But I mean, right away, I'm like, when is he gonna do Crocodile Rock? You know, I'm like, he did it like. No, when is he gonna do whatever this song? You realize every song is like a great song.
Yeah.
You don't
Yeah.
even.
And
And
the
it's-
catalog is.
and it was a big arena, and I'm like, it's not going to sound good in here. And you could hear every single note, like by everybody on stage. It was mixed perfectly. It was like, I don't know. And it was just, he had a lot of energy to him. And he just like, he's up there and he's playing, and he's like, he's giving it all he's got. You know?
I've seen Elton twice at the Fargo Dome. First time I had that experience. The second time, and I think I'm really in the minority here. And I was floor level, but I was towards a little bit further back. Whether it was the roadies or whatever, I didn't feel like I was in the show.
Okay.
This last time, as you were describing that you were in Bismarck,
Yeah.
had that the first time at the Fargo Dome, and it was just him and Billy Joel. It was great. I didn't get that unfortunately.
Fargo
This
Dome's
last
a
time.
tough room, too.
Yeah.
It's a big, huge place.
We broke news this week, sort of, from Dave Pepcorn. He's a Fargo City Commissioner, saying, "Hey, we're gonna have a big announcement about the Fargo Dome," and then he wouldn't tell us what it is. So
Soundproofing?
stay tuned. I don't know. We might have that broken right here. Sean, it's always fun, man. We'll have you back in.
Hey, thank you.
Yeah, I'll let you go, Sean Mitchell. You can catch him again in Perham, and we'll tell you more about the dates ahead. I got to get you a weather update from Too Tall Tom. We'll wrap up Afternoons Live on this Friday afternoon next. We'll check in with Jack Sunday in just a moment here. Kick back and enjoy. The Drive Time News with Jack Sunday getting underway in about 5 minutes. He's in the studio. How you doing, Jack?
Hello. We have CBS News in just 5 minutes, and then we'll be checking in with Too Tall Tom Szymanski, Paul Jurgens in the KFGO News Center, Paul Liance on the streets. We're going to get a little sports action today. I believe it's going to be Derek Hansen. Those sports guys, you just never know. And also we're going to talk with Sabrina Horning, who's the editor of the High Plains Reader.
Yes.
And she's going to keep us in touch with things going on outside of town, like the Ransom County Fair, the Hill Climb in Valley City tomorrow, and the Montpelier Rodeo.
A lot
There
going
you
on
go.
this weekend. Got to get it in while you can.
Rusty Halverson has farm news, and he'll also have closing market numbers for us. And we'll have another ride with Joel Heitkamp if everything goes according to plan. And it's all the news you need for the drive home. We got it right here. And we do it 2 or 3 times, as a matter of fact, because it is a full hour.
It is a full hour. We'll be steering you all the way into 6 o'clock, Couch Potato Radio. Twins a little bit later on the 790. Yeah, I know. We must. We are your home for Twins. We just wish we were playing a little bit better. On the FM dial, we do have some high school football as well. I know that Brad Anderson is going to be out and about. I believe Kindred and Hillsborough are the matchup that he's going to be bringing to you. I think on 104.7 FM. I'm getting a thumbs up from my producer. I assumed he's more in the know than I am on these things.
I hope I'm not giving bad information out, but
I would imagine
that is for sure the
bigger
game
signal. Yes.
because it's was this a rematch of last year's state
It's a
championship?
championship, yeah, I believe so. I should know. Unfortunately, I don't. So my apologies to everybody from Kindred or Hillsborough listening. I know you're probably ashamed and saddened by that. But that'll be over the 104.7 FM. But if you want to listen to Twins baseball at 7:90 a.m. and they're versus the Giants. How many games? 5 in a row? 6 in a row?
6. I think
6?
last night was a 6th in a row that they lost.
You know, the thing is, still chance in this Central to maybe sneak on in. But we'll be following along. We'll talk with Chris Atterbury about that on Wednesday. On Monday, Dakota Rudisil, national security expert, is going to be breaking down what was redacted. Well, we don't know, but the affidavit was released, and there was a lot of secret information that former President Donald Trump took with him in boxes to Mar-a-Lago. He's going to break down the national security implications of that. We'll recap the weekend that was in sports and so much more. But there's a lot going on this weekend. Barnesville Potato Days. You're going to hear more about what's coming up around the area with Jack Sunday. Erica Rapp from FargoUnderground.com just told you what's going on in downtown Fargo. Get out and enjoy it. Summer's winding down, so with time's ticking, going to be a nice weekend for you, as you heard from Too Tall Tom. But that means this is it for me this week. I'm Tyler Axis, your host here on Afternoons Live. I will be back for more of the show on Monday from 2 to 5. Till then, you drive safely. You take care of yourself. I'll check in Monday right here on 790 AM, 94.1 and 104.7 FM, KFGO.